Hey folks, right, I'm making a bit of drum and bass now. I'm really enjoying making music again actually, it's quite fun. Anyway, so yeah, I'm making a bit of drum and bass. I'll show you what I'm doing, what I'm up to. Working at 172 BPM, which is very rare for me because I don't really like going over really like 150 to be honest with you. But anyway, check this out, I'm quite pleased with this. Here's the bass line. So that's quite rough. And we've got, on that bass, we've got a bit of EQ, taking it out around 100 Hz where the kick is coming in, boosting some of the lows and we're bringing out some of those mids so the snare can pop through, bringing it some of the highs so it has a bit of presence, and then rolling off some of the highs, the very extreme highs. And we've got Maximus on it, accentuating as you can see. Yeah, giving it some nice distortion, look at that. Yes. Accentuating some of the high ends and together. Back in at 8. And it's at 8 dB as you can see now. If I take this off, it sounds quieter and it's going over. It sounds quieter and it's going over 8 dB. Now when you turn Maximus on, it's louder and it's also going at less volume. Anyway, now to the beats. Right, so I started off with this kick. Layered it with another one, giving it a bit more presence, tighten it up. Now this snare sounds a bit weedy on its own, and you can see it's not really hitting around the 200 mark around here. So when I bring in the other snare, you'll be able to see it. And now it's coming in up. So yeah, and now I've layered an Amen that's high pass, just giving it some high end presence, and together it all sounds like this. And also we've got that side chaining, so if I take actually the Amen off, you'll see now the bass is being side chained. Here's the kick doing it. One second, I'll take the snares off. There you go. And then we've got the snares as well. Alright, so these bad boys go into this one, and they're just side chaining the bass slightly as well. Yeah, like all together, you get a loop, which sounds like this. We'll just, 1 minute, we'll get rid of these, because, 1 second, let me just try something. It sounds better just with the one looping around, and we'll do some little fill at the end. But yeah, basically this is the loop then that I've got so far. So let's check this out. Drum and bass, yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention as well is that I haven't actually put on, it's not clipping on the master, I put a limiter on there just to catch some of the transients that were poking through, but we'll take that off and actually put Ozone on there now, and we'll fatten it out. I'll show you what I do on Ozone quickly because I think it's worthwhile me showing you kind of what I do to maximise my sound. But yeah, I'm just waiting for it to load up, as you can see right there. Ozone 4, not on Ozone 5 yet, but still, to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it's about doing it in the mix-down process is the main way you get your loudness out. And if you tweak things and take out certain points where your transients will be peaking, you'll actually find you get a more headroom to maximise your mix down anyway in the mastering process. Although mastering is not really relevant in modern dance music, as I found out. But anyway, yeah. So this is Ozone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the right. We'll have a look, check our levels first. 1 minute. That's not even being bad. But so what I do first is DC offsets on, bring it up to high. Depth we'll bring it up to 24 just to you know, make it sound nice and flat. So drum and bass, this bit here is fast and loud, as you can see, is what you kind of want for drum and bass. More like ambient stuff, you want it more smooth and transparent. So up here it'll have a bit. This is basically the release. So like fast and loud, obviously it's a faster speed of music, so you want it kind of faster. I always have an intelligent to prevent inter-sample clipping, because you'll find that destroys, it'll actually clip when you convert it to MP3. And I always pull this down to -0.3, because you'll find inter-sample clipping will still happen if you put it on 0, is what I've found anyway. So yeah, you pull this down. For some reason, oh, that'll be why it's not working, because I didn't actually switch it on. Right, anyway. Now if you watch these levels here, up here, it's not hitting 0.3. We'll pull down. So now we're getting much more of a louder sound. If you look without it, it sounds like this. So I'll switch it on and off. On there. So yeah, now we've pulled that down. We might just tweak that a little bit. So the harmonics exciter. In fact, no, stereo imaging. I'll always do this. So I'll bring down on a mono. Most clubs play in mono, so you want your bass to be in mono. And it's basically like a triangle, so that the lower down you want it more mono, and the higher you go, the more stereo width you want. Really, that's kind of the gist of it. But so I'll bring that down, and I'll just tweak these a little bit, see what sounds. You can solo them as well. It's like being in a club now, but yeah, you can hear that, and that's nice. And I'll actually bring that down to fully mono, actually. Yeah. This one, just bring it down ever so slightly. And you can see you're in phase in here anyway, so that really helps. But you can see you get a nice stereo spread. This one I'll bring up a little bit. And we'll flip through this one. Bring this one up even further. Yeah, basically that's your loop. Now if we say that was a full tune, which is not yet obviously, but you know, I would do other things. I'd roll off, say, bring a parametric EQ to, and then like roll off some of the highs and lows like this. Maybe bring it to like 25, 30 maybe. No, 20. We'll leave it at 20. And that's just giving you a bit more headroom, you see, because you're rolling off the extreme lows and the extreme highs, and I'll just bring that so the band is slightly wider. And yeah, basically that's what I do. I'd also additionally, you know, put the harmonics exciter on and stuff like that, just to boost things, and then I'd do a final mid-side EQ, which mid-side EQ means that you can independently EQ the stereo and the mono signals individually, which means you can take out some of the low end in the side, which is obviously, as I was talking about, you want the bass to be in mono, so you can actually independently EQ the stereo signal to be less bassy than the mono signal, which means, again, you create more headroom, which means for the full maximization process, in the end, coming through the loudness maximizer means you can get a much louder sound. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that was a cool video for you. Anyway, I started to make a bit of drum and bass. Who'd have thought that? I don't really like drum and bass that much, but I guess I'm getting into it a bit more. But yeah, check this out. Anyway, nice one, signing out.